There we go. So apparently they're not allowing it, even though it's commentary. So by law it's allowed. So I don't understand it, but yeah. Hey, there we go. We're back. Yeah. So basically, they come on, and it was like it was saying that because I've used someone else's content, like I'm pretty sure that's allowed, considering I've actually been talking about it. It doesn't actually follow any copy. It doesn't actually break any copyright laws. So. So I don't really know what the problem is there. I'm just gonna switch. And public. Here we go. There we go. See, now I'm starting to get people back. Yeah. So basically, what happened there was they. So YouTube obviously doesn't understand the whole thing of copyright laws. So it would have only been copyright law or broken a copyright law if I would not have been talking about it at the same time. So, yeah, that's what happened there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know whether you read what I actually said there, but yeah, it looks like YouTube doesn't understand copyright laws. Yeah, yeah, I'm just actually looking into it right now because it was saying about because I was using somebody else's content, but they have to give me permission, which they don't. So, because before I actually did this, or did that last live stream, I actually looked into it. So, humans up. Yeah, it was like, I think YouTube basically wanted to fucking start giving copyright strikes all over the fucking place, and it just cut me out. Even though, like, again, I wasn't breaking any copyright laws, so yeah, that went well. Uh, See, now we're starting to get, I suppose, viewers back and stuff like that. See, now everyone's starting to realise I've actually opened up another one. Yeah, so I kind of feel like a bit of a broken record with this, but yeah, basically what happened there on that last live was that obviously YouTube is kind of covering their own back for copyright laws and stuff like that. They obviously have no idea because, like I said, because I was commenting on it and because it was a commentary, technically, then I'm kind of exempt me from copyright laws. So yeah, and because I wasn't just streaming the entire show, then yeah, kind of okay to do so with YouTube. Your phone died. It's all good, bro. You didn't miss much. YouTube just basically like fucking yeah. YouTube just basically playing big dick and playing it safe because they don't want their ass to get sued. So, but like I said, they don't really understand much about copyright law if that's the case. I've actually, like I said before this video, I actually did a lot of research into what it'd mean for me to be, I suppose, doing a bit of a commentary kind of thing. And yeah, it was like, it's fine. It was fine for me to do that as long as I'm not as long as I'm not just streaming the entire thing, then I'm good. I'm okay to do so. So it doesn't really matter what I do, as long as I'm not just streaming the entire show. As long as I'm giving a bit of a commentary, then yeah, I'm good. But yeah, to be honest, I was expecting that. I was expecting them to kind of cut the live stream and all that kind of stuff, and yeah, it didn't make much sense to me, to be fair. Because, like I say, I kept on getting like little things popping up in the bottom of the screen saying that, like, you know, your stream could be temporarily taken down or something like that, or made private. And I thought, well, you know, obviously somebody's gonna see that and go, well, you know, there's no problem with that. So yeah, but I suppose with stuff like that, with stuff like this now, it just means that if I wanted to do anything like this, I'm just gonna do it on Twitch. Like at this point, YouTube can suck a dick, man. Like, I'm done. Yeah, there's no point in me doing anything on YouTube if like that. If that's the case, if they're just going to take me down, and obviously, no. Obviously, they're not going to follow copyright laws themselves, I'm out, man. So yeah, I'm just gonna do that. So yeah, from now on, I'll probably end up doing it. What was it for? So again, YouTube are basically trying to cover their own ass for copyright law, even though, like I said, I've done some serious research into the copyright law. That broke absolutely none of it, because it was a commentary, or I was talking over it and I was pausing it, and so it didn't break literally any copyright laws at all. But again, it was YouTube covering their own ass. So that was all it was. That's why I got cut off. So yeah, copyright law literally only states that I have to, to break a copyright law, I have to stream the entire thing without saying a thing, and I have to, I could, to break a copyright law, I'd have to literally play it to you and walk away, and not say a thing through the entire thing. So yeah, that was why they cut the stream. But I've just said I'm just gonna, if for that kind of thing, that just means I'm probably gonna move over to Twitch for that kind of stuff and leave it. I couldn't be bothered with that. When am I in work? I'm in work. I should be in work tomorrow. Man. On Wednesday. Have you heard any feedback on how the convention and the prison went? I haven't. Apparently, it went from. I haven't heard too much about it. I've heard it went alright. They did alright, but the problem was, so when they did it, if you had a look at the bottom of the bottom of the website, they said, no under 18s kind of thing, and under 18s have to be, accompanied with, I suppose, like under 18s or above 16 had to be accompanied by an adult. They never said anything about kids. So I was like, right, well, that just means they can't go, because obviously we've got the baby. So I was like, right, well, that's great. So yeah, they kind of, but I think with conventions like that, if you don't allow kids in, you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot, because you're taking about, I'd say quite easily, about 60% of the clientele away from the, hey man, how's it going? Yeah, I think you're taking about, easily about 70%, 60-70% of your clientele instantly, because they can't go with the kids, especially on a Sunday when everybody's home, no one's working, things like that. Like, why would you? I don't get it. Like, why would you not allow kids in? What are we doing this then? I mean, we've got to kind of get everything else sorted first. Yeah, so I've so I'm yet to be. Oh, cheers, man! Thank you very much. Actually means a lot. That's my first. That's the first one. Cheers for that. So yeah, conventions, like most of the time they will allow kids to go. This literally was the first convention I've ever been to, ever seen anything like that, or I've never heard of any other convention saying no under 18s. That's insane. Like I say, especially for a Sunday, you're cutting out like easily 60% of your clientele, because like I say, on a Sunday everyone's off work, the family wants a day out, they all go down to the convention. It's a good day off for it. So I don't understand why. Hey, I love you too, man. So real quick, while you're on the stream, when are we doing a joint one? So I really want to do a joint stream with you, man. I really want to do one. We'll have to sort it out. We'll have to kind of figure out what we're gonna do, and yeah, because I really want to do some kind of collab work with you. We'll have to get it sorted, man. Have to get your channel back on. Let's go. I wonder if it's because of the jail setting. Yeah, probably. I don't know, because I mean, I don't get why. I just don't get why they'd wanna do that. It just makes no sense to me. I think, like, say, if in a tattoo shop environment, I get why there's no kids. I understand that. I get that all day, because the last thing I want when I'm tattooing is a kid running around the shop. But at a convention, you've got stalls, you've got entertainment, you've got everything. You've got things that are gonna entertain the kids there, and they're not exactly going to be running around the place. So I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't get why you'd cut out that many. Which, like I said, to me, I was planning on hopefully doing that convention next year. I'm not now. Not now. Not unless they change that. Unless they change that, I am not interested. Because, like, well, I want somewhere where everyone's going to feel free to go, not just kind of people without kids. I don't get that. Yeah, I don't get that. So it's also good for the kids to see how tattoos are done and open their eyes to the industry, inspire the next generation. Yeah. Yeah, see, I think, like, I think the way the world's going, I think it's it's you. I think you're the weird one if you haven't got a tattoo. You're the one out. You're the odd one out. I think it's good to see kids at conventions. It's good to see the younger generations that really are interested in that kind of obscure looking thing. I like seeing the future tattoo artists, being interested in it at such a young age. Like I was interested in tattooing, and I wanted to be a tattoo artist at 5 years old. That's all I ever wanted to do. It's all I ever wanted to be. And if I could have gone to conventions back then, I would have done. So it's I think with that kind of thing, I think it's just, it's showing kids that, look, these people may look a bit scary, because some of the people that you see at conventions just have like full face tattoos and stuff. They look quite, a bit on the intimidating side. But I think if they're doing that, why wouldn't you? I think why wouldn't you want to see people like? Why wouldn't you want to get your kids used to that kind of look? I mean, I often find myself in, like, shop, a line in the shop waiting to pay for something, and I'm always seeing, like, kids, just like the kid in front, just like staring at me, like not sure what the hell I'm gonna do, like looking at me like I'm some sort of anomaly. Do you know what I mean? But I think if kids were like just taken to conventions and things like that, it gets that out of the way. Hopefully soon I'll figure it out with you. Zoe. Well, I hope you get better soon, man. But yeah, I do want to do a lot more collaboration with you and kind of show you off to the world, man. I think it's well needed. I think it's overdue. I think, and your kids get interested in kind of stuff sometimes. Yeah, I agree. As long as they behave, who cares? Who cares how old they are? I don't get it. As long as they're not. I mean, they're not exactly going to start running around with needles in their hands. Do you know what I mean? I don't understand. It was the first convention I've never. It's the first convention I didn't feel welcome at because I had kids. It's like, so we didn't go. We just didn't go. And I knew a lot of artists that were tattooing at that, and it would have been great to see them all because some of them I haven't seen for years. So it would have been great. So yeah, it's just a bit of a shame, man. Jones, I'm defo weird. Hey, well, I'm not saying nothing. Yeah, see, it's like Reese just said. Yeah, it breeds creativity, and it does. I think it kind of like broadens the mind of a child. I think, especially when they're around people who, um, like say, obviously look like me and have the face done and stuff like that. It kind of broadens the mind a bit of a child. I think it kind of breeds creativity, and it does. I think you know. I think put a child in that kind of environment, possibilities are endless, man. I think the possibilities for for them is absolutely endless. It's they can be anywhere, they can be anyone they want to be, and especially when they realize they kind of they realize that that kind of place there's no stigma. I think it's a great thing. You know, I think because like I say, these are the people that are going to be running our country at some point, and you know the future generations are going to run the world at some point, man. And I think you know when you kind of limit them and take them away from, I suppose, tattooed people, you kind of, apart from obviously the parents, you're not really, you know, you're not really giving them that start to be accepting of everyone, you know. But yeah, hopefully they change it. Hopefully they change, I suppose, the rules to that convention at some point because, like I said, it would have been a really good one to go to. I was really looking forward to going to that one, and then yeah, we seen like last minute that they weren't allowing kids, which was really annoying. Some shops around us would give them apprenticeships. Not yeah, they would. Yeah, they would. I could name a few, but I'm not gonna. So some of them already have, bro. Some of them already have give them apprenticeships. I find it mental like how easy it is to get an apprenticeship these days. Yeah, they do. Especially like it's like animals just said like there's some shops that give them an apprenticeship these days. It's I think there's that many people just getting an apprenticeship who can't draw and just they've got no chance. They've got no chance of ever being in real chance of being a tattoo artist. But yet there's some shops that just see if I'm teaching somebody, and I think the ego kind of feeds it. The tattoo artist's ego feeds the fact that like I'm teaching somebody that means I'm good, and it's like no, it doesn't. It just means that they believe you're good. That person you're teaching believes you're capable of teaching them. But like I said, you're not teaching somebody who really knows what they're talking about, so they're gonna believe that you know what you're talking about. So yeah, there's been yeah, there's so many artists who like I use that term very loosely when I say that, but there's a lot of people who are in the industry that really shouldn't be. So, but I don't see that changing anytime soon. Be nice to see to let Harley see your world. Yeah, it would. it would. I'd like her to see. I'd like her to grow up knowing tattoo artists and the tattoo industry, and you know, I think it's quite important that she does. I think it's important that you know Harley sees. Um, I don't know. I think so. Some of the most heavily tattooed people I know. Some of the most wonderful people I've ever met. I think like some of the most accepting people, some of the most kindest people, just some of the most genuine people I've ever met. And I think I'd like her to see that. My cousin's only 14 and she can draw. Literally, to draw. To come. Yeah, see people like that when you've got I suppose a young person who can draw, who really can draw. I think like you know the I think they deserve a chance over anybody else. I think there's the people that we've had come into the shop after an apprenticeship, and the work is just wow. I genuinely think that the mum or the nan or the granddad or whoever's told them that the work's great because it genuinely can't be any other person that doesn't love them that's told them that. So yeah, we need more Harley cameo appearances. Yeah, well, I think as she gets older, she probably will be taking part in the channel at some point. I think I'll 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 just end every video with popping her in front of the camera, and yeah, she can finish up for me. Cat reveal. Which cat reveal? Which one? We've got three, and they're all annoying as hell. Therefore, there you go, Harley. Yeah, see, I think that's what I'm probably gonna do now. I'm not even gonna. I think what the best way we can do it is I can just put Harley right here, and then that's it. I can just kind of talk off camera. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Hey, oh wow, oh thank you very much. Yeah, wow, really wasn't expecting any of that from you or Reese. I mean, yeah, no, thank you very much. John is it? But it's definitely something that can be learned. Yeah, yeah, it is something that can be learned. I think at the same time as well, I think it's something that you need to grow up with, if that makes sense. I think it's. I think by the time you're an adult, I think it's kind of it's already been and gone that chance. I think you can teach it on some level. I just don't think to a creative degree. I think at that point they're just following instruction, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense, but I think by adult ages, I think if you teach somebody how to, um, if you're teaching somebody how to draw in any way, you kind of at that point they're just following instruction, kind of like a step by step. I do this, then I do this, then I do this. I think, but as a kid, they're still experimenting, still. Um, I think they're still quite imaginative. If that, yeah, 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 yeah. See, yeah. So you agree? So it takes. I think as a kid, you can kind of mold the mind to be imaginative and just have creativity just come out of nowhere. I think, but I think it's. I think as an adult, I think if I was to get taught how to draw now, or if I get taught a new skill now, I'm not I'm not really putting much in terms of imagination into it and how I could do it better or anything like that. I'm more just following. I got told this step by step how to do it, so it just, yeah. I don't know whether that just shows a lack of imagination on my part or anything. It probably does. It probably just makes me look bad, man. But I think that's more how I see it. Harley fan club. I know. I think the moment on the video where she that I posted, that video that I posted where she kind of like I showing it off on the camera and stuff. I think like that got pretty much every comment. Nobody, I think like people commented on the video in terms of like it helped them and stuff like that. But I think the majority of the comments on that were just about Harley. I think everyone was just like, yeah. I think we even I even got told like she should do the channel. So yeah, I don't know what that says about me or my skills as I guess a channel host really, but yeah. Yeah, she seems to be growing a big fan base at the moment, a bigger fan base than me, to be fair. So yeah, I think for the channel now, I don't know whether I'll be able to. I don't know whether I'll be able to do more content like that. Hey, yeah, I don't know whether I'll be able to do a bit more content like that, where I was kind of like showing things off or anything like that, without, suppose, like, I don't know, looking into how I'd do it without YouTube getting up my ass over it, because it's just, yeah, I can't really be having them cutting the live stream all the time, just because like they feel like a copyright law has been broke when it hasn't. Um, yeah, that was kind of stupid. So, but I mean, the thing is, I've just looked on that live stream as a video, and it's not even copyright strike, no nothing. So I don't understand at all why they cut it off. It just makes no sense. I need to go and watch some of my own videos. I did, and the Shay Stevens. The thing is, it's like I love some of your videos, man. I did you know the video that I loved from your channel was it was the Bob Ross one, and I loved it. I thought it was absolutely brilliant. So if anybody can take a look at Sullen's work, um, it's just, yeah, it's top notch, absolutely brilliant work. I think he needs a lot more people watching his content because it's absolutely brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So like, I mean, production worth, it's just so much better than my channel. But yeah, he's really good. So if you can, yeah, definitely take a look at what he's got going on his channel, and hopefully we can boost him up to start making a bit more content as well. I've been trying to get him to actually make more content and more videos for like ages, and it just yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get him around to doing it. Yeah, I'm gonna get you there, man. I'm gonna get you there. Because, like I say, when you were making content on your channel, it was absolutely unreal. That, like you say, the Bob Ross one was brilliant. I loved it. I thought it was absolutely great. I thought, like, because when I was watching it, I was like, you know, I'd love to do something like that, but I suppose like for suppose digitally, the way you did that digitally, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that on an iPad. Like, I don't know, you've got a higher skill set than me when it comes to painting, and I just can't do it. I can't do it, man. Like, your paintings are absolutely unreal, especially your digital art and stuff. Yeah, it's great. I think it was yeah, it was definitely one of my favorite videos. I think I watched it like 3 times, and it was, yeah. I thought it was one of them where I thought I could not do this if I tried. If I spent hours on this thing, I could not do it. And you just kind of sat there, just going, "Yeah, done." It just seems so easy to do for you. We should do some digital collabs. Yeah, yeah. I'd struggle, man. I'd have no idea. I'd give it a go, but what had happened wouldn't be great. Well, on my side, wouldn't be great. I'd kind of ruin it. I know I'd ruin it. Oh, thank you very much for that. I want to, I want to try and get you on as well, because I had this idea a while back for the channel, where I could do a so the idea was to show off like a load of suppose Chinese machines and all that kind of stuff, like cheap Chinese machines that obviously all made in the same factory kind of thing, to an actual quite expensive machine, and show the difference, and things like that. Because obviously, like, I've got, so in a couple of days, I've actually got a tattoo machine coming. It's being sent to me by a company, and they, I'll actually have a look when it's meant to get here now, but it should be here some point this week. They've sent it out, and it's, yeah. I'm hoping they're after me doing a review of it. So we'll see how that goes. Like, but I want to hopefully kind of get you in on it as well, and see if we can kind of collab something with them, and maybe take it a bit further than what they had in mind. Because I find um, when you're doing, or when you see like a review channel, I always think that's one guy's opinion. You know what I mean? So it means nothing. Yeah. Cheers for that. Yeah, we'll get it done. Because, like I say, I feel like, I say, when it's one guy's opinion, it means nothing, man. It means literally nothing. I think it's just that's one person's opinion, and half of these YouTubers who are doing, like, review channels and things like that, I always look at them and think, you're saying what you're saying because they've sent you it for free or whatever. You're not giving an honest opinion, or I don't. I could never really sell out like that. I think a lot of artists or a lot of YouTubers sell out just for a product, just because they've been sent it or they've been paid to say what they're saying. And it's one of the things that I always claimed right from the beginning that I'd never do with this channel. I could never sell out. I could never kind of be paid to say something that I don't use myself. Like, I could never. I could never do something that's or talk about a product and big it up if I don't use it myself. So yeah, that's just a big thing for me. I couldn't sell out. I couldn't ever be paid to talk about someone's product if I haven't used it myself, or I don't, I suppose, wear it, or in terms of, like, I couldn't talk about it in a good way if I genuinely didn't think it was good. So I think hopefully I can get this channel to have that kind of reputation of, if they send a product to me, then it better be good, because I'm gonna slate it otherwise, and I'm gonna tell everyone that it's not a great product. So I'm hoping this company knows what they're doing, because I could literally just give them a absolute hellish review. And yeah, it's not going to go the way they think it will, if I think the tattoo machine isn't a good one. But yeah, I'm gonna be speaking to them. I'm gonna be speaking to that company in about, it should be around about 2 or 3 days, hopefully. So at that point, I'll be. I think I'll mention about you as well, and we'll we'll talk with them and see what we can do. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's like you've just said, then a £250 machine is smashing it better than half the big brands. Yeah, I think I've in the past I've used some machines where it's cost me next to nothing. It's cost me next to nothing to buy it, and it's done better than some of the machines that you'll spend near enough £1,000 on. It's just nuts. But I think at that point, it's all about the artist. It's all about the artist. I don't think it has much to do with the machine. You hand me a cheap machine, guaranteed I can do the same level of work. It doesn't matter. I think, because when you look at the bare bones of any tattoo machine, it's just all the same stuff, man. It's still a motor from China. It's still a CNC'd case. That's exactly the same as one that you're spending £1,000 on, or something like that. It's literally the same stuff. Yeah, because like I say, I think half the machines you can get for next to nothing on, like, these kind of Chinese sites and stuff like that. You can get tattoo machines for bare minimum. And I think if I can, if we can get a couple of them, I want to kind of see what they're about and see if they're actually worth getting for people. Because I think there was an artist, I think Wayne Taylor. I have him on Facebook, and he knows what he's talking about. Wayne Taylor knows what he's talking about when it comes to making tattoo machines. And he did this thing where Cheyenne brought out a new tattoo machine, and he literally just ripped it. He bought one. I think it was like the Sol Nova or something like that. He literally ripped it to bits, put it all out on his table, took a picture of it, and was like, "Look, these are charging like £1,000 for this thing, £1,200 for this thing, and look, that's from China, that's from China, that's from China. All of that, for me to make, would cost about £40. And he's like, yeah, like they have no business charging that much for a tattoo machine. Cart's biggest issue for me. Don't see anyone deep diving them. Yeah, I think they should. I think carts are. I think the carts are more important than the machine sometimes. I think you know. I think I've when so I was at when I was at Blackpool Tattoo Convention. So some guy that was actually he like I was tattooing away and some guy come over. He liked me work, and he was actually following me on Instagram at the time. Realised I was doing it, so he come down. He was a guy who owned like a needle brand. So he come down and he come over to my station and he was like, "Yeah, I've brought some of my stuff. Do you want some?" And I was like, "I'll give him a go." He was like, "Look, just tell me what you think. Tell me what you think of it, and give me a bit of an honest review of my cartridges." So I tried it for like 5 minutes, and it was yeah. I don't know where he was getting these things made, but no, there was no way I was carrying on tattooing with that thing. I literally tried it for 5 minutes. I even tried different techniques, everything, and it was just the thing. Like the needle was like so. The end of the cartridge was like that. The needle was doing this inside, and yeah, for and when I ran it in the machine, I was like, it you could genuinely hear it rattle. There was no I suppose there was no membrane to stop ink going back up into your machine. There was no nothing. It was just a needle, a cartridge around it, and then it was like it was just a spring, a needle, a spring, and a cart. That was it. When I actually broke it apart and had a look, that was what it was. And this is what you're getting for for a lot of your money when you're tattooing like with cartridges and stuff like that. That's like a lot of the companies out there. A lot of them aren't even putting a membrane in there to stop your ink going back up into your machine and absolutely destroying your machine. And like I say, I wouldn't mind. But some of these machines that people are buying, some of these machines are about £1,000 upwards. So yeah, I think, and the thing is, these cartridges, you're paying the same price as a good one with a membrane in it. So yeah, I don't understand it. I don't get why I don't get why they wouldn't put the membrane in. But like I say, this is what people are buying, and I think people need to really start kind of looking into what they're buying. Like I say, half of them are made in the same factory. But yeah, I think I want to kind of do like a bit of an in depth kind of thing of tattoo products and like tattoo I suppose tattoo machines, tattoo uh, needles, things like that. I want to kind of go a bit more in depth with those kind of things because I feel like it's important. I feel like it's something like a lot of these tattoo review channels are doing. I think a lot of it's they've obviously been paid. You've obviously been paid a lot of money to say what they're saying, or they've been either that or they think they're gonna get a I think a lot of them think that they're gonna be sponsored from it. They're gonna get sponsorship from it, so they'll talk these companies' products up like there's no tomorrow. And yeah, that's just not me. I want what's best for everyone in the industry. It's coming on slowly. It's coming on very slowly. Yeah, I think at some point I'm probably gonna do like a bit of a, you know, an office setup reveal kind of thing at some point. I've just got to get everything else sorted. It's not exactly the most organized thing at the moment. It's very messy. It's very messy. It's not. I suppose like there's boxes everywhere and stuff like that that I've still got stuff in that I need to put in places. So yeah, I think it's coming on. It's coming on now. But I'm gonna make a proper setup in here that I can hopefully do like, we mentioned in um the last live that somebody was saying about doing podcasts and stuff. So I'd like to have the idea of doing something like that. Um, so get other tattoo artists down and get friends down and stuff like that, and maybe do something like that. That'd be cool. Set up to scratch my brain in a good way. Yeah, I think like the only problem when I watch it set up to or something like that, somebody showing around the computer and the desk and everything and the gaming setup. I always look at them and think, you dick man, like I can't afford that stuff. I would love to be able to do that. And it's always like top of the line stuff that like you'd never be able to afford. And they're bigging it up like it's the best thing in the world, and you think, oh, I'd love something like that. So it's always a bit of a downer for you because you know for the fact you're never going to be able to get that. But yeah, yeah, I like watching them, but I hate myself for liking watching them. That's the problem. But I think Tegan got me a like a neon sign to go with as well, and so that's gonna be on the wall behind me and stuff like that. And I've got like I've got a few more bits that need to go up on the wall. Because like right now I've got like one of my prints up on the wall, and then there's like another artist's print there. So I think I want to kind of like get a few more things in that like that I can decorate with and make it actually look a bit more presentable. Because I think right now I'm looking kind of basic at the moment right now. So yeah, yeah. Hopefully I can make a bit of a go of it and sort something else. I think yeah, like I say, I think at some point the whole podcast thing is gonna the whole podcast thing's gonna work a bit better. I think that's the next stage. You need about 58 anime figures. And we can watch anime, man. That yeah. Even Dynamo knows that's not my thing, man. I can't even like it. I don't know what it is. It's just over the top all the time, man. Like anime characters. See, that's more D's thing. That's more Dynamo's thing. For me, no. I can't, see, I can't do the anime thing. It's just so over the top, man. Like we had we had at some point one customer who come in and she kind of she's not my customer obviously like somebody else's. She's Dynamo's customer, and she starts like because she really likes anime, so she's talking about anime and stuff like that with him, and I was like listening in obviously because I've always thought anime was quite funny. Um, and she's talking about it, and she's saying that she watched this one anime where like it's just the basic premise of this this anime is there's a ring, and then two women get in it, and they've got to fight with the tits in their ass. And I'm like, what? What? Why? Like, what the hell is that about? But she loved it, and she was like, yeah, show you, look. And she showed us this anime thing, and I just couldn't wrap my head around it, man. It was just mental. Yeah, they didn't fight like, fists or anything. Yeah, they just fought with their ass. And I was like, this is insane. It just blew my mind. I was like, what the hell's going on? So yeah, that the my yeah, see, you and Declan have watched some horrific anime. Yeah, see, it's not good, man. It's fucking it's nuts. It's nuts. I just don't understand. I just don't understand 90% of it. See, even Dynamo, I remember that one. But yeah, yeah, I find it mental. Yeah, yeah, they seem to just like all women seem to in anime they seem to look exactly the same, and it's like they've just drawn the same character, just copied and pasted. Do you know what I mean? It's always like put top notch detail into all or every detail into like all the parts of the body that are just weird to like and have like a fetish for, and then they kind of like just make the face so it's just they always make the face so like just so basic, and it's like okay then yeah, this is gonna be a weird one. Get redo of Healer watched. Should I ask what redo of Healer is? Yeah. I mean, just by that, you saying it's real rapey, I'm good. I'm good. I think at that point, I'm not even just questioning my use of time. I'm questioning life, man. See, for most of it as well, I always think it's one of the, like with anime, right? Somebody before that got made, somebody had to go into a boardroom full of people who had money and go, "I've got an idea, boys. Let's make this." And somebody in that boardroom has gone, "Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm going to invest thousands and thousands of pounds in this because it's a good idea." And and they've loved it. They've loved the idea of it, and they've gone, "Yeah, yeah." I can always imagine there's that one guy in the corner of the boardroom just going, just slow clapping and shit. The thing is though, there's always someone who watches it who'll go, yeah, I like this. I like this. You can make an anime about anything, and there's always someone. No matter how weird you make it, there's always somebody that goes, yeah, I love this. I love this. This is a piece of me right here. So the Ghibli, yeah. So the Ghibli stuff, I kind of. I've seen a couple of them. Don't get me wrong, I haven't like full on sat down and watched them, but I haven't watched them start to end. But I have watched a couple of them and thought, yeah, that wasn't too bad, because it wasn't unbelievably weird, but at the same time, I still didn't understand some of it. Like I didn't understand. Like there's been points there where I'm like, you know, can they see that guy or not? What's going on? Like, who is this guy and why? So I'm still a bit confused about it because, like, it still doesn't make sense. But I think, to a lot of people who are, I suppose, invested in that world of anime, it makes total sense. So yeah, Vinland Saga, basically Vikings but animated. So Vinland Saga is basically Vikings but animated. Yeah, okay. See that yeah, that sounds all right. Yeah, Totoro. I've seen that one. I've seen that one. The Vinland Saga. See, that sounds all right as well. It doesn't sound too weird. Yeah, see, they're always on in the house. Kids are always watching them. So yeah, I've seen it, but that's why I've seen it. It's not like, you know, it's not like I've chose to put it on. It's always been like a bit of a it's on because the kids have put it on and they like it. So yeah, next I'll be doing a live stream with Catty, isn't she? Talking all squeaky voiced and stuff. You'll start getting people to call you Oni Chan. Oh, I don't even know what that means, I'll be honest. I'd say you want to see him. No, she's at Disney. That's how it makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. Like you say, that's why the kids have seen him. It's not like say nothing to do with me, man. See, I don't really like, I suppose, like, rip the kids for it because I think to them it's just a cartoon at the moment, you know. But I think to the kids it's kind of like they watch anime and stuff, and it's kind of there's not really a I don't know, not really a difference to them between some of the cartoons that they watch and the anime that they're watching at the moment. So yeah, I don't really get it, but I think as they get a bit older and stuff, I think you know, especially when they start to get into more weirder animes. Yeah, well, I think that's when I'll start kind of ripping the back out of them for it. Like, yeah, they come in doing Bruce Lee impressions. Why? Why? That makes no sense. Unless there was a Bruce Lee anime. What's Bruce Lee got to do with anything? My brother ripped me for watching Yu-Gi-Oh as a kid, so he'd be mortified now. Yeah, yeah, probably. Considering some of the stuff that you've told me, you've seen. Not so much that you like, some of the stuff that you've seen in anime. Yeah, I think he probably would be. Yeah, You know, I love how this has like gone from like a tattoo channel live stream to just talking about random stuff. I love it. I think it's great. I think it's great that it's pushing away from that like the whole tattoo talk for a bit. See, this is why I need another channel. This is why I need another channel. I had a message from a client who was a bit weird telling me how he was going to be the next Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Master. And nearly crawled inside. I don't, you know what? I don't even know what that is. A Duel Master. I've seen, uh, uh, I've seen some people doing the whole, Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm guessing it's Yu-Gi-Oh! Dynamo will probably correct me here, but the whole thing of they had it on their arm. They were grabbing cards and they were like, showing it off and talking about it like it's the best thing ever and putting it in this thing. Yeah, and apparently it was like, yeah, that's the one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you've seen it. Yeah, that was just whole different level of cringe, man. I was like, oh my god, because they were talking like, they were talking like anime characters, kind of like they sounded like KSI on a good day. Do you know what I mean? It was mad. It was like, you know, yeah, it was insane. If that's what a duel master is, yeah, I don't want to know, man. I don't watch it for hours in troll. Following. It's like a train, you just can't look away. Yeah, yeah, it is. Yeah, it's kind of like something watching a horrific scene, but like it's that weird feeling of if I look away, I'm gonna miss something. you know. So yeah, it is. Yeah, all right, man. How's it going? Yeah, this stream's kind of took a like a sharp left turn, man, and it's no longer about tattoos, man. It's just about fucking anything and everything. At the moment, we're talking about anime, so yeah. To be fair, you haven't really missed anything. You just like I said, at the moment we're just talking about anime, anime and all that kind of stuff, and how I don't understand any of it. So yeah, I definitely helped in derailing the stream. Well, yeah, well, I think like it was my streams never stay on the rails anyway, so it doesn't really matter. There's a five-a-side footy anime. Yeah, see, like I say, I'm just with anime. I just don't understand it. It's like there's an anime for near enough everything. I don't. Yeah, I don't get. I'd say well over 90% of it. I don't get it. I don't get why everything has to be so over the top, and you know, I think like I couldn't even tell you what it was. Was it? I think it was like was it Dragon Ball Z or something when we were kids, and it was like that was like a big thing, and the guy just like screamed, and then fire come out of his ass. And then, you know what I mean? I was like, what the hell? Maybe I'll try and I'm off. Sure. Yeah, I think I definitely will. Definitely get the camera out, and like I say, we'll start doing some collabs and start doing some stuff together, man. Because like I say, your channel, I think just people needed to just see it. I think that's all it is. I think the second people see your channel, that's it. It'll take off. You know. So yeah, let's get it done, man. Pokemon, yeah. See, yeah. See, Pokemon was kind of like the, I suppose, like the most normalized one, wasn't it? It was like, it kind of, I think it was so close to just a cartoon and, kids kind of thing. It was like, yeah, that was acceptable to watch. See you, bud. I pop in sometime soon and see you. I actually I actually can't find an anime about tattoo artists. You know what? Yeah, I don't know. There's got to be one. There's got to be one. At least like at least something where like there's a tattoo artist who tattoos people and something happens. I don't know, magic wise. If not, we could make it. I mean, these anime people, the people who make anime have definitely had weirder stuff. So I think we could probably pitch it as an idea and still get it made. Yeah, I think we could probably get one made if we pitched it. You will do, brother. I will see you later. Enjoy your noodles, man. You don't see the point in wanting it, like, you don't see the point in anime. I mean, if that's what you meant, hmm. I mean, people have got their yeah, people have got their own things, man. I mean, yeah, if people like it, people like it. I'm just, very within my right to find some of the things that are in anime weird, and some of the things that I've been told about as well, like anime wise. Yeah, I'm very within my right to think it's weird. Or some of it's weird anyway. Some of it's alright, but it's still very within my right to find some of it weird too. Yeah, see, Death Note was meant to be Death Note was meant to be like one that was a bit, I suppose, normalized, wasn't it? I think they kind of, from what I heard, they kind of westernized it a bit because I think around the time that Death Note came out, um, I suppose as an anime and a movie as well, like the movie as well. They can't. We had a lot of people coming in to get like Death Note related tattoos as well. So that was kind of, yeah. I kind of got to know a bit about that, and there wasn't there another one. Um, was there another? Sure, there was another thing called wasn't it the Tower or something like that? I think the Tower or something like that it was called. We ended up getting a lot of people coming in for that. Um, yeah, I think it was. I'm sure it was that. But people seem to get like a lot of Tower and Death Note related tattoos and stuff like that. So yeah, we kind of got quite. I suppose in tattoo shops, we kind of got to know what they were in some sort of way, shape, or form. But yeah, see, I couldn't even tell you like Ryuk or I couldn't tell you who the guy was. I couldn't point him out. I couldn't point him out and say, yeah, that's I've done a tattoo with that guy, which I probably have, but like I couldn't tell you who it was. Yeah, but I probably have done a tattoo of him at some point. Yeah, see, Death God. Yeah, see, yeah, see, I wouldn't know. Hang on, is he the guy with the like the pointy ear? I'm sure he is. If I remember right, he's the guy with the pointy hair and like the weird, really long face. That's the one. Yeah, yeah. Right. See, I remember. Yes, I've done a tattoo of him. Yeah. So it's so I have done I have done stuff to do with Death Note. Just haven't got a clue about it. I've heard it's meant to be good though. I just like I say, I don't know all that much about it. Yeah, if you see what I mean about like the chat just taking a sharp left turn. It was like a handbrake turn, man. It just went from going going about tattoo, to like literally just going anime, and then just taking a sharp left. It just yeah. I just had no idea what was going on, but I was like, okay, then yeah, guess we're talking about this now. But no, do you know what? I love the fact that the chat hasn't just been just about that, especially after like the whole after YouTube stepping in on the last one to know save the day. I just yeah, I think it was as soon as we come back into it, it was like yeah, the chat just wasn't the same, man. It just went mad. I think I'll do like another 10 minutes on this stream and then I'll shoot off because I usually do like 2 hours on the live. So on the last stream. So YouTube are kind of covering their own ass a bit. They because I was because I was obviously watching something that I suppose like was on YouTube and all that kind of stuff. I wasn't breaking copyright laws, nothing like that. But because I had a video on, um, they they kind of not blocked the stream, but they temporarily made it unavailable for people to watch. Um, just to I suppose stop copyright law, but because I was because I was commenting over it and pausing it and everything like that. Technically, it's not breaking copyright law. The only way it'd actually be a copyright infringement is if I just left if I put somebody else's video on and just left it streaming and just walked away and just didn't say anything, or I just sat here watching it. I think at that point it becomes a problem. So yeah, that's basically what happened there. They wanted to just, I guess, make sure that I wasn't committing copyright infringement upon whoever the hell owns that video. But yeah, because of that, they kind of shut down the live stream. So yeah, that's basically what happened. So I had to open up another one. But if anything, all that means is that I'm just gonna move over to Twitch for anything live stream. So I'm probably gonna go over to that and do it there instead, where I'm not gonna get obviously wrongfully shut down while I'm live. So I'm probably gonna go about it that way, if anything. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, like I say, YouTube is just covering their own back on that one, and like I say, I don't really understand why. Because as long as I'm talking over it, and as long as I'm giving my own commentary on it, it doesn't matter. Because yeah, like I think when I suppose before I went live today, past few days, I've actually been doing a fair bit of research into it and what copyright law and all that kind of stuff. You getting ads? Yeah, you do. Yeah, yeah, you get ads. Yeah, it's only because, like I say, obviously the videos is monetized and stuff, but you'll be getting ads and stuff. Every once in a while, it cuts out on people, and you have to kind of come back and see the chat and see how far it's actually moved. The conversation's moved since then. But yeah, but no, I think for maybe the next live, I might. I'm good. Like I say, I'm going to look a bit more seriously into, I suppose, going to Twitch for lives, and maybe moving over to YouTube for anything. I suppose anything video related, you know. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna see how that goes. We'll just have to kind of see what I guess whether it can be done or whether you know whether whether it's easy enough done. So yeah, right. Yeah, she is. Yeah, yeah. She goes to bed about the baby goes to bed around about 7 o'clock, something like that. If that, if she doesn't fall asleep a bit earlier. Yeah. Right. Oh, I'm gonna go. Oh, I'm gonna finish up this live stream. Maybe maybe do another one in, like say, in 2 weeks. I've actually really enjoyed doing this one. This one was quite good. I enjoyed it. I love you too, brother. I've properly enjoyed this live stream. It's been fun. And yeah, thanks to everyone who actually, you know, who I suppose who gave money and stuff like that. That's absolutely brilliant. That was absolutely amazing. I wasn't expecting any of that. That was, yeah, yeah. Thank you very much for that. just I suppose helps support the channel and stuff like that. Yeah, thank you very much. And yeah, good night. Good night to everyone. Thank you very much. And I'll see you soon. Peace.